G'day guys and welcome back to Jans_gaming for another Dokkan Battle video. So for today's video here we're jumping into the See Through It All Gogeta's clone event. It's a new event. I've cleared stage 1 and now we're jumping into stage 2, which has a mission to beat it with a super unit of each typing. Now as you can see here, the other mission is to beat it with no items. So honestly not sure how this is going to go. I've had to play around and sort of targeted this event a couple of times just to figure out what sort of to look out for. Then it definitely seems like dodging units are the way to go. So it seems like the difference in the clones changes with each time. So you can see for this first guy here, you've got 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Sometimes there will be a boss that has 3, and all those abilities are the exact same as we scroll through here. So I'm thinking that that just means that the discrepancy is in the in the art. I guess it's a visual one if we want to call it that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to target that Gogeta, and we're about to find out, does he take damage or does he not? Now the plan with this event does seem to be to only be hitting the clone. If you hit someone who isn't the clone, it gives them an outrageously disgusting super. So there you go. So he took damage. That means it was correct that was what we're looking for here. So if you hit a unit that isn't like that's a clone, not the correct, I don't know, the starter guy. I don't know how you really want to describe it. But yeah, you do 0 donut, just donut damage. This guy's got, I think I saw someone on Twitter say that he has 1.2 billion HP, so that is a very, very significant amount of HP. And considering that he gets additional attack every time that we hit him, you really need to bring in some of your biggest damage dealers possible. So that's why I have gone with this team. We've got a lot of actives available to us. We've also got like a lot of dodges. We've got some counter units. I think this team just has the most utility to get this done. But yeah, I am certainly a little bit scared because so far I think I've failed the event twice because this Gogeta builds up to some really fat attack stats. Not sure why I thought I changed it and had my blue Goku floating. Apparently I did not, so that was just an error. But that's fine. What we'll do is we'll grab that into that. And then we can grab a ton of key spheres for the tech gods. That's going to allow for the gods to be at 24 key. They can be super effective. They'll fire off a bunch of super attacks. Now in this case and scenario, the bunch of super attacks are good in terms of like it's going to stack up their attack and defense for when they do come around on next rotation. But it is also a little bit dicey because like they're not going to be doing the most damage, and that means that we're just giving a bunch of extra attack to the Gogeta without inflicting damage. So it's not a great trade-off in that regard, but yeah, with 1.2 billion HP or however much HP that this guy has, I guess every little bit of damage is going to count. Because yeah, as you can see here, we are not taking much HP off this guy at all. We will get the AGL Gogeta hit here, which is going to mean that we are going to have his active skill available to us going forward. Bang, you can see we take double digits there. Dang, yeah, look, we have done no damage to, yeah, to old Gogeta here. So bang, you can see the crits are really impactful though. Yeah, maybe, I don't think you could build a GT Heroes team with a unit of each typing though is the only thing. Otherwise I would bring 2 of this guy. I just think with, like, what tech unit are you going to bring? Are you going out and using the, like, who do you're not bringing Tech Pan because that's asking to get cooked. We haven't gotten any easy A's for... Yeah, we just don't have a tech GT Heroes option, so that really does diminish the ability to use that team if you're trying to get the missions done. Now, if you are just getting it, like looking to get it done full stop, and you're not worried about clearing the unit of each typing mission, then sure, that would definitely work. But yeah, makes it a little bit tough. You can see, even after these two rotations, which have been two big heavy hitters, we've got him down like 20% of his HP. So next rotation we will have Vegeta and Trunks. They can still sit in slot 1, and the thing with bringing Vegeta and Trunks was so that they could get their 18 key super, and with that 18 key super it is going to allow us to raise the rest of the unit's stats on the team. So that will be really impactful there. If we go that into that, we're at full HP, so I am just going to set up key spheres here. So we've got all those int ones on the left hand side. They are getting supered. We've got a ton of damage reduction. We've got guard 850. Oh my lord. See, that's what I'm talking about. I know they're not fully built up. Well, we don't have any real healers on the team, so that eliminates the ability to do that. Dang, that is a lot of damage to take. Now, that sort of was us being sabotaged by the fact that we weren't attacked straight away last rotation, so we hadn't gotten to build them up defensively, even though they had supered. See, like we have inflicted no damage. Now we're going to have a number of active skills that we can use next turn. And in terms of surviving, I don't think we should have any issues surviving next turn as long as we get some dodges off. Well, that's assuming that in Gogeta here, he's got the extra 40% damage reduction. So for this turn here, he's got 80% damage reduction. He's firing off a bunch of super attacks. So even though we don't have links like GT and whatnot active, I think he should be pretty fine. Yeah, you see double digits there, and then all of these attacks are going to build up his crit chance, so next time he comes around, yeah, he'll be looking a lot better there. So, active galore here. Let me just remind myself. So that doesn't do anything for us, but if we were in U, I'm pretty sure it's just future allies, isn't it? Yeah, it is just future, so that realistically that doesn't mean anything to us. So, oh well, let's go crazy. So we can pop that one there. So this will do a ton of damage here. We've got all 7 of our links active, so yeah, an 86 million crit. We'll pop this one as well. So bang. Gives us 52 million there. We're going to slide you across like this. If we do that, grab all of that. Now, hopefully, this changes the key spheres, not STR. Okay, but that is disgustingly bad. Key sphere orbs changing. Wow, what the heck? Gets us 63 million, because really we need those STR key spheres to be able to get the heal. So we have to do that. That gets us back up to 20% HP, and we get supered. Double digits. 85 million. Dang. That's a lot of damage, but it's just not going to be enough. I can't believe that rainbow orb changing was so disgustingly bad there for us. It's tough because it makes me feel like we need an AGL Gogeta on the team to be able to really juice up all of these active skills even further. But I can't see how we're going to survive long enough to be able to get AGL Super Saiyan Gogeta out without popping an item. So physical Gogeta here, he's untouchable. He can't be damaged. He's cancelled one action, and then he's just going to pump out some damage. As I said, would have been nice to have gotten him a significant amount of Rainbow Key Spheres, really juiced up his damage with the orbs. We have done, realistically, we have done quite a bit of damage at this point. The Blue Goku and Vegeta with their active, they get some extra juice here as well. So we've gotten him down to about 30% HP. We're 11 minutes in. So we want you getting your dodges off, obviously. The clones can't do damage. It would just be the actual Gogeta who could hurt us here. Okay. So we can go active skill galore. So we can pop that one here. We get an 18 milli crit there with you, which is juicing up the rest of the rotation. We can do that with you to where we get a 69 million, which is nice. And then pop that with you. What orbs do we get? The tech. Okay. So I think we can work with this, because if we go like that, so we do that, and then we go like that. I know running Vegeta and Trunks in slot 3 isn't ideal, but so quick restart there, because I realise that we don't actually have any super attacks incoming. So what we can do is we can pop that again, like rinse and repeat what we just did there. So we grab that, we can switch you across to that. Kapow. Beautiful. We get that 69 milli, and then what we can do is we can get a heal with you there. We're gonna grab that with you there, and then we pop that with you, and it doesn't matter about our hate. No, dang, I healed us too much. Oh well. Okay, we're going in with this. That'll get us the full heal. We're up to 960k. Vegeta and Trunks, you can see active skill turn. Dang, that's such a tough balancing act. See, those tech key spheres probably would have got us up to 100% HP anyways, so did I really need to grab the int ones? I just thought it was a good opportunity to get Vegeta and Trunks in slot 1, so with them being in slot 1, I think I mentioned it before, but they can get their 18 key, which is then going to allow us to get an extra 5% attack and defense for the rest of the units on the team. The STR Blue Goku Vegeta in slot 2 here, they can pump out their damage. So 30 something mil crit there, 31. We're at 24 key with the tech gods. We get the dodge, perfect. That is absolutely best case scenario there. So what? Oh yeah, because the Scouter obviously would only proc if we had the Super Saiyan 4s on rotation. The issue is next rotation we have no active skills to work with, I don't think. We've just got the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Yeah, physical Gogeta. Oh, I'm very, 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 very concerned about this next rotation for us here. Come on, we need some crits. Sort me out, geezer. Come on. You can do it. There we go, that's good stuff. And then we've got massive damage reduction. We've got a ton of dodge as well. This is going to be very, very close. So let's see, what are we dealing with? The super attack. So we've got 2. So we can either do it like this, or we can do it like this. See, int Gogeta at the back end there, realistically it probably doesn't matter if Yeah, whether because he's not going to be able to do enough damage to get the kill, and we probably need to get the kill before we even get to him anyway. So, yeah, YOLO. Um, Look, could honestly all just come down to the fact that I didn't get the active skill for the tech gods. That I misplayed there, went for too much of a heal. So let's see what we get. Anyways, that did a ton of damage, and the reason I ended up putting him in slot 1 was so that I was able to get him such a significant number of key spheres and rainbow key spheres. So we cancel that. We get the nullification and the counter, 23 million. Hey, there you go. Okay, we did it. So that was probably about the 4th attempt for me. It did take a restart, which does feel like cheating, and it also took one of the best teams probably that you can build in the game. But there you go, guys. That is all of the missions done and dusted. Definitely a really, really hard event. So let me know whether you've been able to get this done, and if you did you have to use items, or have you got all the missions done? So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content, and hopefully I'll catch you all on the next video.